And now critical stakeholders have converged on Jos, the Plateau State capital, to brainstorm on issues of child's right law in Plateau State and alternative healthcare guidelines. This is at the ongoing 3-day capacity building for media professionals on the alternative care guidelines and child's right law. Right now, News Central's Chizoba Anionwe is one of the participants in this training and now joins us live for more of the details. Chizoba, first, can you tell us more about this training? What does it really entail?
Good afternoon, Blessings. Well, is one of the trainings, you could say one of such that happens not very often. You know, sometimes it tends to look like things that have to do with children are not really taken so seriously, just like you have other things or events that have to do with adults or institutions and, organizations such as those. So this particular event is set aside for media practitioners especially, and some other key critical stakeholders. We have some of them in here, and even the civil society activists, to look at ways and measures to bring on board, to know how better to handle things that concern children, how to take care of them, how to also ensure that they don't go into the wrong hands, how they are better, I use the word punished when they go wrong, and all of those. Marriage life is also looked at, maturity and all of those. So all these are centered on the rights of these children, how best to translate this to the normal man on the street, the lay people, And so these are avenues or measures that are being put in place to ensure that these children are better taken care of. We also look at the Constitution of Nigeria, which is different from other countries' constitutions. Even in Nigeria, you have also laws, child rights laws, that are different from other states in Nigeria. So we have a facilitator here that is bringing more knowledge to this. He's here good enough to help us unpack this, just in summary, what this training hopes to achieve at the end of the day, what it would look like having children being taken care of in better ways in Nigeria. Mr. Thank you very much for joining us here.
Thank you very much.
Tell us your name.
Yeah, my name is Augustine Amedu. I'm the child protection consultant for SOS Children's Village.
All right, so tell us, what is the major thing that you want people to learn about concerning this training that is going to hold here for 3 days, and then at the end of the day, what it's going to look like for children in Plateau State and Nigeria as a whole?
Yes, media practitioners are very key in reportage of stories around children. Sometimes children offend. How do you deal with it? And the law comes to Plateau State. They are one of the first states to implement domesticate the Child Rights Act as a child rights law in Plateau State. They've also moved on to develop an alternative child care guidelines for Plateau State. And so we want to bring this knowledge of the provision of the child rights law and the alternative care guidelines to media persons and justice. So when they encounter cases of children who are either offended or in particular situations of brought about by humanitarian crisis or disaster, or even in development, normal development, they encounter children who are not with their parents, which is the primary institution for making a child in the family home. However, we have situations that come accompanied of separated children. We have children that need adoption. We have children that require foster care. How should they be addressed? How should these situations be dealt with? The alternative care guidelines and the child rights act now emphasize that children should be de-institutionalized. Instead of putting them in institutions where you have large numbers of children, they should be placed with parents. And where parents are not available, persons who are parents but not necessarily the biological parents of children, these children can be kept with them. These children can also be in supervised home, in family-like settings, instead of putting them in institutions like the foster institutions where they are looked after by paid officials. Just look at it as a job. Looking after children is not a job, it's part of the something that is.
Unfortunately, we're running out of time.
We care for the children with upbringing. accordance?
All right. Well, we have a proper understanding now of what this training is all about, and our correspondent Chizoba Anionwe is a participant in that training, and definitely we will get more details as the training continues.